Good morning, everybody. It is July, and it is hot. How hot is it, Kaylee?
Really hot.
Really, really hot. It's been in the mid to high 90s here all week, and we have had very, very little rain, and that is just not a good combination. The garden is growing really well, but it's because I'm putting a lot of water on it. But today we're going to talk about fertilizer, and I want to show you what we're putting on the plants. Kaylee looks like she's really tired. She's having a struggle today because this fish fertilizer stinks, and she doesn't do things that stink. All right, so this is the kind of fish fertilizer we're using, and it's a fish emulsion. And what that means, it's they take the byproducts of all of the fish, the scales, the bones, the insides, and they emulsify them and turn them into this fertilizer. And this is an organic fertilizer. It won't burn your plants. You do give it a big drink of water after you fertilize them, but it's really good. On the nitrogen, it's got 5 parts nitrogen, 1 part phosphorus, 1 part potassium, and it also has some trace elements, and they're right back here. I can't remember where it is. Right there. It's also got some
No.
Don't know where it says
I
it.
can read it if you want me to tell
You want to read it?
Yeah, where is that?
I don't know. It doesn't say it. Yeah. It has some trace elements like calcium, some different things. It doesn't seem, apparently they're not high enough to put on here, but it's a good all-around fertilizer, and it's organic if you're an organic gardener, and I'm going to show you how we put it on. Okay, so we're going to start with a 2-gallon water jug, and you put 1 to 2 tablespoons in each gallon of water. Now, you know me, I measure it the first few times, and then I start eyeballing it because I can figure out about what it is. And so after you put that in there, fill it with water. Make sure that you either shake it up really good or that you squirt that water in there so that it will dilute that. And then we're going to show you how we put it on. All right, so we've got it mixed up in here, and I'm just going to put some right down there on the bottom of it, down in the dirt, around the little stem of the plant. And it's easy peasy. If you don't want to do it that way, you can put it in a spray bottle and spray it on the leaves. And that is the fastest way to get it to it. It's just that I have such a big garden that would take me forever. And so that's what we're doing. We're just giving these a little taste of some food. So we got all that fish emulsion on the plants, and we got it in watered really good, and my hands stink. Kaylee, I've washed my hands like 3 times, and Kaylee keeps telling me that they still smell like fish, and so I'm sure that I'll go and wash them at least a couple more times. But just keep that in mind, that even though that is an amazing organic fertilizer, it does smell. Why does it smell? Well, it is fish guts and fish bones and fish scales. And if any of you have watched any of the Grumpier Old Men series, you know that fish in an enclosed space smells. So keep that in mind when you're using that. I haven't been able to go out there in the middle of the day recently because it is so hot. I think today it's going to be 97. Tomorrow it's supposed to be close to 100. I think we're supposed to have it cool off, and maybe we'll get a little rain by Thursday. But in the morning, if I can get up about daylight and go out, then I can work for a while before it gets hot. Work until maybe 9 o'clock, 9:30, and then it just comes on with a vengeance. But I also can go out there and work in my garden after dark. And how do I do this? Well, I have a big court light that was put on the basketball court out there, aka new raised bed area, and so that light gives off enough illumination that I can do stuff in the garden. And right now that garden needs some attention. When I put the water system in, I don't go out there as often as I used to, or spend as much time waiting for for a bed to be watered or whatever. And so I go out there, and all of a sudden there's just so many weeds. And so I think tonight Kaylee and I will go out after dark, and we will see if we can get some weeding done before it's time for bed. But I hope you guys are having a good summer. I hope you're not going through a heat wave like we are. And if you are, I hope that you're finding ways to deal with it. My hearts and prayers go out to the people of Texas with the horrible floods that they've had, and now that they're getting more water, more rain. Guys, I don't know. I don't know what to say. You know, Mother Nature does things, horrendous things. Whether it's an earthquake, a tornado, a hurricane, or a forest fire, like we've seen in California. We have to learn how to live with Mother Nature, because she's going to do the things that she's going to do, and doesn't really care what happens to us mortals here on earth. So, like I say, we're praying for you. We hope you find those that you've loved, that you've been lost, and we hope you're able to rebuild, and that you learn from this terrible, terrible storm. We all learn when these things happen. And so, anyway, I'm going to go in and feed Kaylee some dinner, and then we will see you later. If you've got any questions, put them in. Oh, I was going to tell you, I had a person ask me about holes that she's got on her cabbage leaves. Well, listen, I had holes on my cabbage leaves about a month ago, and I found out it was grasshoppers. And so even though I try to be an organic farmer in my garden, sometimes I just can't. And so I went out there and I dusted it with 7, and sure enough, it looks much better within about 4 or 5 days, and my cabbage are growing really well. But you've got to be really cautious with that. Don't put it anywhere where a bee might get on some blossoms or in water, because it will kill a bee as fast as it will kill a grasshopper. And bees are our friend, grasshoppers are not. And so, if you want to try organic, you can use neem oil. It doesn't kill the pest. It just makes it unbearable for them to be there. And so they'll get off of your plants. I don't have the time. You guys, if you've got the time, you've got the effort, go for it. Do it. But right now, I don't have the time, because neem oil has to be put on for more than once. And 7, even though I probably need to go out now and put on some more, because I noticed a few leaves yesterday, or holes in the leaves yesterday, it just simply takes care of the problem faster. So that's what I do. If you've got comments, leave them down below. If you like it, give us a thumbs up. If you don't like it, let me know how come. I hope that you're having a good summer. I hope that you're dealing with the heat, and I hope that you're getting your hands dirty. And I will see you soon.